Social justice is really part of the DNA of Brandeis. It's really part of the fabric of the school.
I think that the idea behind the Schuster, which is to bring an active, vibrant, socially conscious newsroom onto the campus, was inspired. Unexpected, but that's what Brandeis should be. And it is the innovative idea. The one that makes sense but hasn't been done before, might be a little bit risky, that often changes the world.
What I care about is doing great investigative journalism. I really care about doing work that helps change the world.
The mission of Brandeis fit so well with the mission of investigative journalism. It just seemed to be a perfect fit.
We have focused our institute on social justice and human rights issues because those seem to be the very issues that the mainstream media drop when they are cutting the budgets for investigative reporting. We've done extensive work on the darker side of international adoption. We've worked on food safety, wrongful convictions, human trafficking, and slavery.
The Schuster Institute falls really right at the sweet spot of the social justice mission, the academic mission, and the practical aspect of life here. Students are engaged in real-world issues, but they're learning skills of research, they're learning skills of writing, of communication, skills that they're going to need whatever they wind up doing. And at the same time, they're being held to the highest academic standards.
Part of my work here at the Schuster Institute is supervising 8 students who work on a case as part of our Justice Brandeis Innocence project. These students get to see how the complex policies that they learn about in class actually carry out on a real person's life, and in some cases what the real barriers are to making the truth known. It's a really transformational experience.
It's really gratifying to actually do empirical work that makes an actual difference in people's lives. And just to know that the work we do is substantial and it's not just theoretical, we're actually making a real-life contribution.
That's the best part about Schuster, knowing that you're actually helping. There's someone on the other side who is relying on you, and it's important whether or not I do this. What I'm doing matters.
The Schuster Institute is providing me with a chance to work with my peers and with professional journalists to become a better researcher, a better writer, and a better team player.
Working at the Schuster Institute definitely made me realize that what I want out of my career is the ability to feel like I'm improving my community, not just doing something for my own benefit, but for other people's as well.
At this institute specifically, we take risks both in the kinds of reporting that we do and also in the very fact that we are trying to keep investigative journalism not only sustained but growing.
Because we have an impact journalism model, we like to have our work, and we work to have our work published in major news organizations. We've been published in the New York Times, the Boston Globe, in the Los Angeles Times, Foreign Policy Magazine, in Good Housekeeping Magazine, as well as social media of every kind. It's important that people know about these findings, that they know what we've uncovered. If they don't know about it, it's a lot harder to have the powers that be do something about it.
We've been able to shed light on several different issues that are really very important, because the journalism makes millions of people aware of what is happening with these issues, and they never would be aware of it otherwise.
I ask myself a lot, what would Louis Brandeis think of what we're doing? And Louis Brandeis understood that scholarship and the practical world did not pull in different directions, they actually pulled together. And I think what the Schuster Institute lets us do, particularly in the area of journalism, is see how scholarship and research has a real-world impact, and you only have to talk to the students, to the fellows, to all the people involved to see that this has really made an enormous difference for Brandeis, and there's so much more we can do together.
For 60 years, Brandeis has known why it is here. It is not an institution searching for its identity or its mission. So the most important thing is to strengthen Brandeis so it can achieve the mission. And the mission is reflected perfectly in the Schuster Institute for Investigative Journalism.